Obama is a very kind-hearted person and he was certainly one of the best presidents of the US. And his life is a beautiful example. You are beautiful. You are the best. Now prove it by subscribing to my channel and becoming part of the family. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama met in 1989 when they were both working at a law firm in Chicago. Michelle was assigned to be Barack's mentor as he was a summer associate. She was initially skeptical of his reputation and name, but soon found him to be humble, intelligent, and charming. They became friends and had lunch together once a week. Obama was impressed by Michelle's confidence, ambition, and sense of humor. He asked her out several times, but she refused, saying that it would be inappropriate to date a colleague. She wouldn't go out with Barack. Her father and brother had always said you could tell a lot about someone's character on the court. So before agreeing to date Obama, she asked her brother to take him on the basketball court. She also did not want to get involved with a man who had plans to go into the politics, as she had seen the toll it took on her father, who was a city worker. Obama persisted and finally convinced Michelle to go out with him by promising to quit his job at the end of the summer. He took her to see the movie Do the Right Thing. They continued to date for 3 years, despite living in different cities for a while, as Obama went back to Harvard to finish his law degree. They shared their passion for social justice, community service, and literature. They also faced some challenges such as racism, family illnesses, and career pressures. They got married in 1992 in a simple ceremony at a historic African American church in Chicago. They had a small reception at a nearby park. Michelle has a nickname that rhymes with her name, Mish. Her husband Obama calls her My Rock. She loves French fries. Even though she advocates for healthy eating habits, she once said that French fries are her favorite food in the whole world. She left her career in corporate law to work in public service, but she was not impressed by Barack when he was an intern at her law firm. She thought his name was odd and that he had a big nose. She has a collection of comic books and she is a big fan of Marvel superhero Black Panther. She even hosted a screening of the movie at the White House. She's a prankster and she likes to scare people on Halloween. Once she dressed up as a cat and hid behind the bush to jump out at unsuspecting trick-or-treaters. They had 2 daughters, Malia and Sasha, who were born in 1998 and 2001 respectively. They raised them with love, discipline, and values. They also tried to balance their family with their professional and public roles. Michelle made Obama promise to quit smoking if he stood for president, as Obama pursued his political career, becoming a state senator, a US senator, and eventually the president of the United States. They faced many hardships and sacrifices along the way, such as long separations, intense scrutiny, personal attacks, and global crisis. Some people accuse Obama of having socialist tendencies because of his policies on healthcare, taxes, and government spending. They claim that he wants to redistribute wealth, expand the role of the state, and undermine the free market. However, this is not true, as Obama has not nationalized any industries and has supported private business and competition. Some people doubt about Obama's citizenship and believe that he was born in Kenya or that he is secretly a Muslim. They question his loyalty and patriotism. Some people think that Obama hates white people or that he favors black people over other races. However, this is also unfair, as Obama has tried to address the realities of racism and discrimination while also calling for unity and respect among all Americans. However, he has also inspired millions of people with his vision, charisma, and achievements. He has been a historic and transformative figure who has shaped America's culture, politics, and identity in the 21st century. Among all these, Obama also kept their romance alive by going on regular dates, celebrating anniversaries, and surprising each other with gifts and gestures. They are widely admired and respected as a couple and as individuals by millions of people around the world. Obama often surprises ordinary people with phone calls, letters, or visits to thank them for their service, support, or achievements. For instance, He called a 14-year-old girl who was recovering from a heart transplant to wish her well. He has a tradition of reading and responding to 10 letters from Americans every day, out of the thousands he received. He sometimes even sends personal checks to help people in need. He is a devoted husband and father who always make time for his wife and daughter despite his busy schedule. He is a friend and mentor to many young people, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds. He has launched initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper and the Obama Foundation to empower and inspire the next generation of leaders. His fans love him. They said he's a cool and charismatic person who has a sense of humor and style. He can rap, he can sing, he can dance, and play basketball. He can also crack jokes, roast his opponent, and drop the mic. He has tackled many challenges and crises, such as the financial recessions, the healthcare reform, the climate change, and the nuclear deal with Iran. Obama is a good father, a good husband, a good president, and a good person. He says that his family is his greatest strength and his happiness. May God give everyone a supportive family. We love him and I love him too. We hope you enjoy this video. What's your take on their story? Please feel free to express your opinion in the comment section.